It may never be known what first awakened the cold legions of the Necron from their vast burial vaults in the southern coast of Kaurava III. Archives suggest that Imperial Guard survey crews may have been dispatched to coastal Imossa several months before the conflict. Others point to the strange and unknown influence of the warp storm, which could somehow have roused the deathless Necrons from their slumber. Out of the dry Imossan sands, an ancient complex emerged. Part burial ground, part power plant, part staging ground. As builder scarabs removed sands and restored structures to power, its clean-cut, symmetrical, and lifeless form emerged. It pulsed with the green glow of the strange power which fuels the Necrons. Vast reserves of it. Enough to drive an endless stream of monoliths and Necron soldiers. Anyone foolish enough to assail this unearthed necropolis would do well to heed that flow of energy. It is the source of the Necrons' power, and if unchecked, there is little limit to what strength Necrons could marshal against their foes.
So, they come. Awake. I give you energy. Drink of it. And awake. They shall meet their ends. They shall join the army of death.
Sir, reconnaissance had identified 4 monoliths at the perimeter of the target area. They appear to be drawing power from the center. I don't know what for.
Faith is excellent work. That area is supplying power that is used to upgrade their capabilities. It is mission critical that we prevent these monoliths from being fully restored, which means we will need to cut off their power.
Scouts in position. Scouts in position. Scouts awaiting orders. Strategic point identified.
Yes, my lord. Direct us to the enemy.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
I await your instructions.
Marine squad deployed.
Build routine 721 initiated. Initializing build protocol. Yes, most beneficent one.
Position secure.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
Scouts in position. Area secured. Getting into position. At your command.
Here to serve. With all due haste.
Position secure.
Here to serve. I exist to serve.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Praise the Emperor.
I await your instructions. Here to serve. I await your instructions.
My faith is my shield.
Fear denies faith.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Understood.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Taking hits! Charge! Commander, sensors have identified power flow from the central base to the 4 outer monoliths. There's a point at each path, just outside the center. We are the Emperor's chosen. We can turn the power off.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
At your command. Marine squad deployed. Direct us to the enemy. Awaiting orders. Weapons at ready. Attacking this time. Commander, our scanners show that this defensive force originated at the summoning core at the back of the compound. Dispatching the core should prevent similar defensive counterforts. Oh, shit! Fear the Emperor's wrath!
Here to serve.
Praise the Emperor. What would you have me do? No retreat! For the Emperor! Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Fear our wrath. Awaiting orders. Under fire! None shall stop us. We stand ready.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Beware the alien, the mutant.
We stand ready. We are the Emperor's chosen. Faith is our shield.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve. Yes, Lord. I will do as you ask, here to serve.
Yes, my lord. Under fire! We stand ready.
The enemy is in our sights. Our aim is true.
Faith is our shield. The area is
Search commencing. The enemy is in
Marine
our
squad
sights.
deployed.
My faith is my shield.
Ever vigilant. Faith is our shield.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Heresy grows behind us. Ever vigilant.
Walk softly and carry
Marine
big
squad
gun.
deployed.
No retreat! No surrender!
Ever vigilant.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Walk softly and carry a big gun. Today the enemy shall know fear.
Fear our wrath. Orders received, brother. Cleanse, purge, kill! Direct us to the enemy. What is your order? Fear denies faith. Commander, scouts have located small Necron outposts to the south and northwest. Yes, my lord. They have got sufficient strength to threaten our base.
Yes, most beneficent one.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Moving out. Moving out. At your command.
My faith is my shield.
Cleanse, purge, kill! Cleanse, purge, taking hit, kill! Attacking as ordered. Direct us to the enemy.
Space Marines attack!
Onward, ever vigilant. None shall stop us. We stand ready. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Recruit! At your command.
You will stand your ground!
Understood. Onward to glory! Faith is our shield. Awaiting orders.
You will stand your ground!
For the glory of the Imperium. At your command. Faith is returning to battle. Returning to battle. Heresy returning to battle. Direct us to the enemy. Fire in the hole! Taking fire! Ever vigilant. Fall back and recruit! We stand ready. Fire in the hole! The Emperor's chosen. Let the grenade fly! Charge! Yes, my lord. Faith is our shield. Understood. What is your order? Onward to glory! Taking damage. Direct morale restored. Returning to battle. Returning to battle. Orders received. What's your order? We are the Emperor's chosen.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Heresy grows behind us.
We will take them down from here. Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Is ours.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Moving out. Under fire. Attacking as ordered is our shield.
My aim shall not falter!
Squad broken! Let the grenade fly! Faith is our shield.
Praise the Emperor.
Squad morale is denies faith. Attacking as ordered. Awaiting orders. Yes, my lord.
The enemy is in our sights.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Fear denies faith. Awaiting orders.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Maintain attack formation.
Command me. I will crush those who stand before me.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. Praise the Emperor.
Understood. Orders received, brother.
Here to serve. I shall obey. I shall obey.
Under fire!
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. My faith is my shield.
Taking damage. Objective acquired. Direct us to the enemy. What's your order? Engaging the enemy.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Agreed.
Yes, my lord. The Emperor protects
Yes,
us.
most beneficent one.
Demons and heretics will fall on us. None shall stop us.
Praise the Emperor.
Maintain attack formation. Moving out. Fear our wrath. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Yes, Lord. I will do as you ask.
Taking hits! Yes, my lord. Heresy grows from idleness. Ever vigilant.
My faith is my shield.
The Ordo Malleus has sent us to aid you. Consolidating position on the objective. We are the Emperor's chosen. Orders received. Onward to glory! Faith is our shield. The Ordo Malleus has sent us to aid you. Taking hits! We stand ready.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Enter the spider's web.
Death from the warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command. We are the Emperor's chosen. Engaging the enemy. Yes, my lord. Objective acquired. Awaiting orders. Orders received, brother. The enemy is attacking! Heresy grows from idleness. Advanced Speeder Captain reporting in. Under fire! Area secure. Yes, my lord. Fall back!
Need power.
You will stand your ground! Faith is our shield.
Power.
Orders received, brother. Strike them down with all your might! You will fall! Ever vigilant. Yes, my lord. Taking heavy fire! Oh shit! The Emperor's riders!
Land speeder tempest in the air! Land speeder tempest air-to-ground assault!
Understood.
Land speeder tempest in the
He
air!
who stands with me shall be my brother.
Taking heavy fire! Yes, my lord.
We fly for the Emperor! Fear the tempest! Tempest en route!
My faith is my
Taking
shield.
damage. Consolidating position on the
Land
Stronghold.
speeder tempest in the air!
Heresy grows from idleness.
Land speeder tempest air-to-ground assault!
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Weapons at ready. It is time.
We fly for the Emperor!
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Commencing attack. We will crush the enemies of the Imperium. Ever vigilant. The Emperor guides my order. The enemies of man. Yes, my lord. Before us.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Attacking as ordered. We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
Land speeder tempest reporting in. Tempest on the way.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. Engage.
We fly for the Emperor!
What would you have me do?
Maintain attack formation. Understood. Awaiting orders. Taking heavy fire. Direct us to the enemy.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord.
Fear denies faith.
Fear not the sight.
Today the enemy shall know
Land
fear.
speeder tempest in the air!
Moving out. Understood. Fear our wrath. Fear denies faith. Taking damage.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Weapons at ready. Heresy grows from idleness.
Land speeder tempest in the air!
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Taking damage. Attacking as ordered. Attacking. Faith did not show. The enemy is attacking. It is time.
Land speeder tempest in the air!
Heresy grows from idleness.
Yes, Lord. As you wish. Initializing
At your
the
command. Fear denies faith. Yes, my lord.
What would you have me do?
For the glory of the Imperium. Ever vigilant.
Praise the Emperor.
Land speeder tempest in the air!
Yes, Lord. Sector 1 initiated.
What would you have me do?
Onward to glory!
Land speeder Tempest in the air. We fly for the Emperor!
Apothecary ready. Taking hits! Apothecary ready. Suffer not the witch to live. Ever vigilant. At your command. We are the Emperor's chosen. Moving out. Manifest. Apothecary ready.
Today the enemy shall
The
know
enemy
fear.
is attacking! Apothecary received.
Tempest here, ready for orders.
Under fire!
My fate is my shield. By my fury they shall know the Emperor's name!
Charge! Engaging the enemy. We stand ready. Yes, my lord. None shall stop. Faith is our shield. Onward to glory! Woes from Titanus. Attacking as ordered. Direct my
Fear not. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
The Emperor guides my blade.
We prevail. Hope is the first step on the road to
Position
disappointment.
He
secure.
who stands with me shall be my
We
brother.
are the Emperor's chosen.
My fate is my shield.
Woes from Titanus. Engaging the enemy. At your command. The enemy is attacking.
There is no such thing as innocence. Only degrees
Walk
of
softly and carry a big gun.
Apothecary here.
Yes, Lord?
Ever vigilant.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord.
What are your needs? What are your needs? Who requires my aid? What are your needs? Fear denies strength.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord?
venerate the immortal Emperor.
I accept the challenge.
I stand ready.
Direct me to the injured. Water in from above. Who requires my aid?
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Under fire!
Knowledge is power.
Ever
I did
vigilant.
well.
Attack! Taking hits!
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
What are your needs? What's your order?
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us!
My aim shall not falter!
All sinners fear the Emperor's wrath! How can I serve? Faith is our
There
shield.
is no such thing as innocence.
At your command.
Only degrees of guilt.
Ever vigilant. Objective
There is
acquired.
no such thing as innocence. Only degrees of guilt.
Direct me to the injured. The Emperor guides my blade. Attack!
Yes, Lord? I exist to serve. Yes, Lord.
Consolidating position on the objective. Faith is our shield. Cleanse, purge, kill.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Today the enemy shall know.
All sinners fear the Emperor's wrath! I follow your commands. Apothecary here. What are your needs?
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Predator have your enemy flying for the Emperor!
You think you have won. You have not.
By the Emperor it shall beware the alien, the mutant.
I await your instructions. I await your
Position
instructions.
secure.
Terminators ready.
Initializing build protocol.
Taking heavy fire.
Into the maelstrom of battle.
Fear not the psycho.
The enemy is attacking. Direct me to the injured. I follow your commands.
Predator tank here! We fly for the Emperor! Captain here, ready for orders.
Yes, Lord?
Fear denies faith.
Land speed attainment in the air!
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Fear not the psycho. We shall stand shoulder to shoulder,
While the
my
enemies
brothers.
of the Emperor still draw breath,
Yes.
there can be no peace.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
At your command.
Lining up on targets.
Land speed attainment in the air!
Taking damage.
Where do you need us most?
Here to serve. Initializing build protocol.
The battlefield awaits.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall. Taking damage.
Land speed attainment reporting in.
Lead them to
Apothecary here.
their deaths.
Death or healing. I care not which is.
Shall not have it.
By my fury, they shall know the Emperor's name!
The battlefield awaits. They are finished. Attack! Attack! They are finished. Taking hits! They are finished! What are you being? We are the Emperor's chosen. Attack! What are you being? We are the Emperor's chosen. Returning to battle. Taking damage. Destroy the armor. I follow your commands. I follow your commands. Heresy grows from idleness. Death or healing. I cannot prevent us to the enemy. I follow your commands. Heresy grows from idleness. Direct us to the enemy.
Here to serve.
There is no such thing as innocence.
What are your needs?
This is the Jaffa race! Scum!
At your command. Claim it in the name of the Emperor. Apothecary here. Apothecary here. Taking hits! We stand ready. Direct us to the enemy.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord. I shall obey.
Faith is our shield. Destroy the armor!
We will take them down from here.
Yes, my lord. Fear denies faith. The battlefield awaits. I follow your commands. No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
Land speeder Tempest reporting in.
Mission awaiting orders.
Here to serve. I shall obey.
Taking hits. Apothecary here.
Land speeder Tempest
Yes,
under
my
ground
lord.
assault.
I await your instructions.
How can I serve? How can I serve? Who requires my aid? We stand ready.
Yes, Lord. Here to serve. I exist
The
to
battlefield
serve.
awaits. How can I serve?
Retreat! No surrender!
Apothecary ready. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. I follow your commands. Faith is our shield. Taking hits! Apothecary here. The battlefield awaits. Death or healing, I care not which you see. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
For terror!
Area secure. The Emperor guides my blade. How could I say? Who requires my aid? They shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's command. To the skies! What are your needs? They are finished. Red is our shield. Preparing to place target. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's fighter. Taking damage. Death or healing. I care not which you see. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. We stand ready.
Yes, most beneficent one?
Predator at your command. Predator at your command.
The Emperor guides my blade. The battlefield awaits. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
I await your instructions.
We fly for the Emperor. Tempest on the way.
This is the judgment of the righteous, scum!
I await your instructions. Initializing build protocol.
What are your needs? I follow your commands.
Land Speeder Tempest reporting in. Predator at your command. Approaching target. Speeder Tempest reporting in.
Apothecary here. No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it. I follow your
Land Speeder
commands.
Tempest, air to ground assault. As you command. We will destroy the enemy. Predator at your command. Predator tank here.
Taking heavy fire.
I have awoken.
I await your instructions.
Even in death I still serve.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
What are your needs?
Predator at your command. Approaching target. An easy objective.
What are your needs?
Space Marines attack!
Faith is our shield. The fallen shall be forever remembered. This is the judgment of the righteous.
Ground ranger deployed. Predator at your command.
This is the judgment of the righteous, scum. Apothecary here.
By my fury, they shall know the Emperor's name!
To the skies.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
All ships feel the Emperor's wrath! Apothecary here.
Predator tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank deployed.
The famed soldiers of the Blood Ravens chapter were no strangers to the dread Necron legions. However, unlike the vast underground labyrinth they had fought on Cronus, the Space Marines here found a vast and terrible city buried in the sands of the Imossan coast. Vast energy conduits pulsed beneath their feet, feeding power to a host of monoliths and a cold, lifeless army. Commander Boreal had been ready for all this. What he had not counted on was having to face a manifestation of the Catan god, the Great Deceiver. But even this ancient menace could not keep the Blood Ravens from victory. Their deeds that day would be scribed and illuminated in the Imperium histories for perpetuity. Afterwards, the Space Marines spent several days combing the sands of Imossa, destroying every last Necron before leaving the area to special demolition crews. Taking a lesson from the Cronus War, every suspicious stretch of the coast was repeatedly detonated to ensure against further Necron awakenings.